you don't have to, even though you like the Russian pages or German pages anywhere from Europe, you don't have to follow that. You can just play around and see what you like.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so this one's going to kind of fall into that a little bit. I want to ask you a question for Instagram for your own personal self is, what do you enjoy when it comes to following people? What do you look for when it comes to, like, when you come across a new piece of material, or, somebody shared a photo and you're like, oh, I do like that. Like, what is it that you enjoy following people on Instagram?
So my Instagram, like I keep my Hookah page strictly to like Hookah stuff. Mm-hmm. So I only follow people that are taking good photography or they're a part of the community. So just because I want to be involved, I want to know what they're doing, what they're up to. So I follow a lot of the pages that have like from Russia or German, like bloggers. They have good content. Mm-hmm. They have different ways, like creative ways to take photography. Like they have photography skills and they do different lightings. So just to get inspired, like I'm looking at them and it inspires me to do more.
So you like looking at stuff that is going to give you inspiration.
Yeah, so I spend a lot of time on Instagram looking at pictures or even like go to #Hookah just to check out what other people are posting, just to get inspired from it. Not to copy or not to do the same thing, but be inspired by them. And a lot of times when I follow those pages, it's not even about like what they're talking about. It's just to see just scroll through and see their content.
I think that's actually another good tip for beginners is following some of those hashtags that you're interested in and finding out what people like about those hashtags. Don't just use it. Understand what that hashtag is actually representing. What do you understand some of those algorithms when it comes to hashtags?
Yeah. So the other thing, a lot of people, what they do is like they copy hashtags from another post, a page. They just go to a famous page and they copy all those hashtags thinking they're going to use the same ones and get people to like it. But that's not true. Instagram has a strict algorithm on hashtag as well. You shouldn't copy paste the same hashtag on all your posts. They'll ban you. They'll shadow ban you. They say it, it's not there, but it's there. They'll shadow ban you, and where even though you're using, like, let's say if you use #Hookah, which is okay to use it for all your posts. But if you're using a brand name, but you're not even smoking that flavor, because that brand hashtag has a lot of followers or whatever, you're gonna get banned because you're not using it.
If you're not using a Mason product, don't use the Mason hashtag. Mason. Yeah, exactly. Because eventually, what's gonna happen is Nino's gonna come across that and be like, no, also, don't you dare.
Right now, you can report it.
Yes.
If you come across a hashtag that is not relevant to that post, you can report it, and it could be anyone just reporting it. And if a couple people reports it, that's it. You're banned from that hashtag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so definitely make sure that the hashtags you're using are representative of what it is you're doing. Don't use a random one just because it has a lot of, follows and stuff like that. Use the ones that are most relevant to you, because also at the end of the day, I think most people would agree with this, is you want to engage with the people that are actually interested in what it is you're doing. You don't just want you don't want bots to be your followers. Like, what good is 14,000 followers if you have 20 likes or you have one comment? Like, that's not benefiting anybody in this situation at all, honestly.
Also, the other thing is, when you're using hashtag, don't use, like, let's say you can use 30, up to 30. I believe it's 30.
Something like
Don't use up to 30 every single time. Use 15, 20. Play around with it. If you're using like 30, then use like 20, then go back to 25, then 15. And that's one of the way to bypass the algorithm, where you're using the hashtags properly.
Okay. Those are some good tips that I definitely want to try to embrace a little bit more. I think another good tip for people, especially in the beginning, is there's a lot of brands that really enjoy having their stuff on Instagram, and they like promoting the fact that you are promoting their stuff on Instagram. Yes. Alpaca does a really good job of this. Oh, Mason Shisha Ware is one of the best and most, they're a big driving force in terms of Instagram. If you are using a Mason bowl, if you're using, the Onyx bowl, if you're using a Mason vase or a hose or whatever the case may be, make sure you tag Mason in those, because he wants to show those off on his story, and that's a good way to drive people to come to you.
He's very active on Instagram as well. So like every time you post and you tag him, especially on Mondays, if you create good content and you post on Mondays, like he'll post it on his website, and that's a good way to get explore.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, hookah is one of the most visual pleasing arts. Like there, we could do. I've done podcasts. I've done audio only podcasts. I've done the video podcasts and stuff. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just like looking at good pictures of hookahs, and that's something that you can really take advantage of when it comes to Instagram. You can't do that even on things like Facebook, right? Like Facebook is a communicative message board that you're able to talk and you're able to say all these things and stuff. But when it comes to Instagram, people want to see. That's what they're coming there for. They're coming there to see what it is you're posting about. And I think that that's a really interesting part about it. So beyond all those kinds of things, when it comes to, obviously it's a very visual thing, there is still people that are in the background, those magical little ninjas that are helping people find things that they may or may not be into. What are some of those tips and tricks that people can use the algorithm in their favor to help bring in some people to see what it is that they're doing?
So the way Instagram algorithm right now, as of right now, it works is, even though you have 10,000 followers or 14,000 followers, you'll notice a lot of those pages don't have like likes or comments. And that doesn't mean they're fake.
Okay.
A lot of people think, oh, you have 20,000 followers, but you're only getting 200 likes. You probably have a fake page. Mm-hmm. It's not true. It's because the way the algorithm works is when you post something, within the first 30 minutes or so, if a percentage of your followers don't like that post, they're not going to show this to the rest of your followers.
Really? Okay.
You're going to have so many, like 9,000 followers, they're not even seeing your post. So they don't even get the chance to like it. So the way to bypass that is you communicate. You build a relationship with your followers. Every time you comment on someone's post, or if a follower comes to your post and liked 10 of your last post pictures, they liked it, most likely they're going to see it. So it's always good to build a relationship with your follower, talk to them, comment on their post. When they comment on your post, most likely those are the followers that will see it. So like I have a group of followers that they will always like my post, you know, they see it. And then I have a group of people that will like my post, but like a couple days later, because till like 4 days later, they didn't even get to see it.
So it really is a lot of give and take in this relationship. Like it rewards you for being as active as you're wanting people to be active towards you.
Exactly.
And that's important actually, because I mean, like I was saying earlier, I think it is important to get active followers, because I don't want to just post pictures and just like, hey, look at how pretty this thing is all the time. Like I want to talk to people. I think it's important to pose a question. It's important to kind of try to build that dialogue with people and try to like really kind of say like, hey, I enjoy this. Do you enjoy this as well?
And also, like within time, you give up. If you're posting, you keep posting for like months, and then you see nobody's like liking it. You have thousands of followers, but only 5 people liked it, 6 people liked it, 60 people liked it, whatever it is. Nobody's commenting. You just be like, all right, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Yeah, the motivation can definitely take a downward spin on those kinds of things for sure. It's a big motivation to post something that people like, and obviously that's what we're doing this for a big part of it when it comes to Instagram. Like it is a social media platform that invites people to engage, and it is important to have that sort of engagement, because if you don't have it, then it is kind of like, well, what's the point of it, right? Because you can send a picture to your wife if you want to and be like, hey, look at the picture I took.
So the other thing to do is, like, if you, for example, yourself, since you have a show going on, you could turn your personal page, Instagram page, into a business page. Like,
go ahead and smile, because we gotta do a picture for the story real quick, so people know that this is coming up. This is going to be a weird meta thing that's going to happen in the middle of the video where everyone's going to know where this came from. So, all right, there we go. All right.
So basically, like, my page is also a business page.
Okay.
So the benefit is you get a tab called Insight. Like, you can see your followers, if they're from United States or they're from Brazil or Germany or Russia. You can see where are they from. You can see the ratio of males and females. You can see everything.
Okay.
And that's a good way to see what kind of audience you're targeting, what kind of audience they're looking at it. And one of the best feature is times. You can see your prime time. You can see what time most of your followers are liking your post. So once you do that, next time you're posting, plan it out. Plan out every day I'm going to post. On that day, I'm going to post my most valuable content. And it's going to be around like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. That's the time where I have most of my followers active. So with the business page, you can get all that. and it's free. A lot of
Oh, okay.
like new people, when they create a page, what they do is they just go to other pages and they start following like bunch of people. Don't do that, because Instagram picks that up and they'll be like, why are you following so many people at the same time? And then they'll ban you. They have a limit of likes and following. Also,
Oh.
you go to a certain page and you follow too many of his followers or too many of his following at the same time, it'll pick up and they'll shadow ban you, you know?
So they definitely want to reward people for being genuine, right? Like they want to reward organic growth, it sounds like. They don't want you to be a bot. They don't want you to be someone that's just trying to like, follow still and stuff like that. They want you to be a real person that's doing this for your own benefit and not trying to piggyback on the benefit of somebody else.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like a couple of years ago, what people used to do is just follow like 1,000, 2,000 pages, and once they follow you back, later on you just unfollow them.
Yeah, okay.
That's not a good thing to do. So it's also right now the algorithm, you shouldn't even go to a page and follow like 80, 90 followers of his or her. You shouldn't do that, because Instagram will pick it up. They're like, there's no way all of a sudden one day you just know 80 of his followers.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's the basic things, but a lot of people do that when you start your page, and once you're in that category, your page will never grow.
You'll kind of pick up on that, and
You're gonna be in like they'll know you do these things, and you'll be like shadow banned, or like they have ways to keep you out. And the other thing, remember how I was telling you I follow a lot of hookah pages?
Mm-hmm.
The other benefit is when you follow a lot of hookah pages, Instagram picks up the content that you like. It'll pick up that the stuff that you like, and your explore page will only have relevant stuff to it. So like if I go to my hookah page and I go to my explore, it's only hookah stuff. And a lot of the pages that I don't even follow, and they're good pages, so like Instagram will bring out good content and put it on my feed.
Yeah, that way you can find the other stuff that you may not have found yet. And there is a lot of stuff that seems to be coming out every once in a while that you just didn't see before. And I definitely I like going to the explore part, especially when I get kind of bored with seeing, like if someone hasn't posted for a while and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to look at, right? One thing that I've recently really been following when it comes to Instagram pages is there's a lot of users that like to do like not shisha reviews, but lounge reviews on Instagram. And I've really enjoyed following those pages. I like how they go into a lot of depth with the pictures. They show off what it is that makes lounges different. There's just a lot of like individual pieces inside of it that I really have enjoyed following a lot. There's if you're looking for a niche inside of hookah when it comes to Instagram, there are those kinds of places that you can go into when it comes to, if you just want to look at pretty bowls, just want to look at pretty hookahs, if you want to look at pretty packs, like there's a lot of stuff that you can explore inside the world of hookah as well, which I think is really, really nice.
You should always if someone's following you and you follow them as well, don't just like the picture, go in, comment, have a conversation. When you do that, also, even for stories, the algorithm, the way it works, if you do a post and a lot of people are DMing about it, like you tag someone, you have a post with Mason, B2, and they tagged you and they reposted your story, that will get you more explored. Like you will have more people looking at it. And also Instagram algorithm will pick up that people are engaging with your post. They're not just looking at it, they're actually DMing you about it. So that's a good way to, get into the engagement.
Okay. And you're also talking about turning your page into a business page and what that means. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this conversation. I hope a lot of people enjoy this as well. It's the first time we've ever really explored Instagram in any sort of length on the channel at all. Like I said, please follow me over at Morning Hookah on Instagram. I try my best to make some pretty pictures, and they're only going to get better now that I'm going to be looking to you for a lot more advice. I'm going to send you some pictures and be like, hey, what do you think about this one? Is this Instagram worthy?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I appreciate it so very much. Yeah, and then also don't forget, please go follow Dose of Shisha. If you're looking for awesome quality content on Instagram, that is definitely the place to go. It is one of the cooler places that you can find legitimate, organic, and just a real story that you can follow. I think it's really great. But thank you so much for being a part. Before we leave, give us your final thoughts on the Cocoa Dream. What are you thinking about it?
It's been good. The flavor is still like consistent.
Good.
And it's good to the heat. I'm using 3 charcoals, 3 cubes. It's chocolate. Yeah, I taste chocolate. It's not too sweet. If you like chai flavors or you like coffee flavors, you're gonna like that. But if you're into like a lot of fruity flavors, then it's not your thing.
Okay. Well, that's a good way. Yeah, definitely. If you're into fruit, don't get chocolate. If you're into chocolate, don't get fruit.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna mix the two. I don't know. Maybe there could be some good mixes with like a strawberry chocolate.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll probably try that out.
That sounds like something I would give a try. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, guys, whether it be morning, afternoon, or night, I hope you're enjoying what it is inside your bowl. Till next time, keep on smoking. Bye.